Good night, everyone, and we are live for Tea Time Tuesdays. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching this video, and if you are catching the replay, thanks for watching. You can still leave your comments. You can still engage. You can still ask questions. You can still give your input. It's just as good as the live version. So I'm gonna just take a few seconds to wait for people to join. If you are joining and you're hopping on, let me know you're there. Say hi. Just even if you're feeling a little shy and you don't want to say hi, you can give some thumbs up, give some hearts, and most importantly, please share this video with a fellow entrepreneur. Please share it in a group. If you are viewing and you are part of the Facebook group that is attached to this page, CDB's Branding by Design, please share this video into this group, because tonight I'm doing it on my mobile device and I can't share it on my own. So please do me a favor and share this video into CDB's Branding by Design so all the group members can get that notification letting them know that I'm live here on the Facebook page. So share the video, give some thumbs up, give some hearts, let me know you're there, say hi if you're now hopping on and now hearing what I just said. But tonight on Tea Time Tuesday, I bring out the tea bag because I'm going in just a little bit, because you know when I come out with the tea that I'm going to touch on something, and it's not just learn, business, branding, web design. Alright, in business we encounter many different things, and I feel like I need to touch on them, and that's what Tea Time Tuesdays is all about. So if you have been following me on, I think I posted on this page, at least on Instagram, I made mention of this in the Instagram stories and on the feed about busyness. Alright, I don't know if you all have encountered it, but you're working for a client, you're probably doing a one-on-one, and you need something from them, or you need to schedule some time to sit and go through something or do a consultation, and they've hired you, they've already paid, they've made the deposit. So it's not a matter of like, well, whatever, whenever, however. Like, it's very important that you need to have their engagement and have their input and have their time, and you can't get their time in order to get your job done, and then they are coming and say, oh, this is taking too long, blah 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 blah. But you have done your part, you've done as much as you possibly can in your process, but then they're not making the time to do what they need to do. It could be getting on the phone to talk to you and tell you, give you feedback on what you've provided thus far, and then they're saying they don't have the time. So here's my pet peeve that I need you all to listen carefully, and please make note of it next time you're speaking to someone. Hi April, thanks for tuning in. Hi Remy, how are you? Thank you so much for sharing it into the group. Thank you so much. So let me tell you what that says as a client to your service provider. Now, you hired this person, you know you wanted them to do this job for you, and you know what it entailed from the beginning, right? Maybe when you now hire them, you know you don't know too much about what they do and the process and what it entails, but a good service provider would have told you, okay, this is what I need to get from you. And any reasonable person would give you a reasonable amount of time to do it, but at some point, according to what your deadline is, you have to cross the line, right? There's a deadline. I mean, it's kind of like, okay, we understand that we get busy. I have been doing design long enough to understand that everybody that I service is a business owner, and all business owners are busy. You are not unique. You're not the only one who is busy, some busier than others. And I understand that life happens. I really, really do. And this is not to be like all snobby and, well, it needs to have some kind of understanding. I understand, but at some point we have to cross the line and acknowledge that we're just making excuses and we're just not prioritizing it. And that is my problem. You need to make what you have to do a priority. So it's always a problem for web designers. I know web designers can relate that to get your site going, like I need the content. Nobody knows your business better than you. Like as a web designer, you are going to work with all types of businesses. I can't know how to be the best at all these different industries that exist in the world. I need you to help me. I need you to guide me. I need you to help me help you. And I can't complete your site if you don't give me the content. I can't complete your brochure if you don't give me the content. And if I am hearing for 30 days that I'm just too busy, and 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 I'm just too busy, literally, that's what I hear. You just have to draw the line and be like, okay, this is the deadline. If I don't get the content, your site is going to go live with dummy text and your bill is due. And this is not just for web designers, this is not just for designers, this is not just for my industry, but if you are a service provider and your client is not giving you what you need, you have to acknowledge that they are not making it a priority. If you as a client realize that, hey, I'm always saying I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy, you have to stop and think, is this really, really, really important to me? Because we make time for the things that we need to get done. We know we have to get to the bank by 3 o'clock before they close. And we rush from wherever we are in right now. It may be a meeting. And we know this is the deadline to pay for whatever it is they're going to cut your lights or they're going to do whatever. You find a way. When something is important to you, find a way. So what that says to me, if it is 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 30 days and pending, and I'm still hearing you're too busy, this is not that high on the list of priorities, and you know what? I don't need to be stressed out. This is not important to you, so why should I make this important to me? And what am I going to do? I'm just going to be like, okay, whew, I need to slow down. I'm going to have to move on to the next person who this is really important to. They have a deadline for Friday, and your deadline isn't really a deadline because you are not even respecting your own deadline. And that just goes back to you treat people how you want to be treated. You teach people how you want to be treated, and it goes with the deadlines. If you don't have respect for your deadlines, you can't expect your service provider to have respect for your deadlines, because then they're going to acknowledge, you know what, she's serious, I'm going to go work with her, I'm going to bump her up on the design queue, and I'm going to work with her, and when she's ready, I'll jump back to her once I'm available. And the thing with busyness is a matter of priority, and it's also a matter of time management. It's a time management issue. So you make a list when the day comes, or you make a list when the week comes. What do I want to accomplish? What do I need to accomplish? And you make a list and you prioritize and you time block. I made notes. You time block. Okay, I know this is going to take me, let's say, an hour. I'm going to take 15 minutes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and have this done. I'm going to look it over on Friday and make sure everything is fine, and make sure that I have all that I need to say, and then I'm going to send it off to who I need to send it off to. It's just a matter of making the time and time blocking. And I know there are only so many hours in the day, and there's only so much that we can do, but there's always what is important. It's always what is important right now, and you focus on what is a priority right now. And if something keeps getting pushed back, it's not that you're busy. I mean, we are all busy. But it's more a matter of, I'm busy, yes, but this isn't a priority right now. And that's okay if it's not a priority. Just say so, and we can put the project on pause. Just be honest with who you are working with and say, you know what, I really don't have the time for this. I thought I did, and I'm going to have to put this on pause, and we can pick it up when I get X, Y out of the way. Let's say school is opening back and you are a single parent and a business owner, and you know that you need this time to get the kids ready. I can't do this right now, so when school opens back, we'll pick back up the project. And that's fine. Just be honest with yourself and be honest with who you're working with. And don't make it seem like they are doing something wrong, because sometimes clients tend to make it seem like you are doing something wrong, and that, oh, it's taking too long, when really I'm just sitting waiting for you to give me the content. And that's actually what happened to me this past week. It's not for a website, it was for a brochure. And it was just, you have to remain in control. That's my tip for other business owners. Just stay calm, cool, collected, and stay in control, and reiterate kindly and politely that, hey, everything is done, this is where we are at, and sometimes you just need an email to cover your basis and outline where you're at right now. But I don't want to go off into another topic. The main topic tonight is, if you think you are busy, be mindful that as an entrepreneur, you will always be busy, and it's just a matter of making things a priority. So my time management tip, and it's a time management issue, so my time management tip is to plan, allocate, and time block. And don't make excuses. If you realize that you're making excuses, reevaluate. Is this truly important to me? And yep, that's it. So thanks, April. Yes, April is a fellow web designer out in Fort Lauderdale. It's Fort Lauderdale. I know it's Florida. I think it's, or it's Jacksonville. One of the two. I think it's Jacksonville. Yes, thanks for tuning in, April, for your first tea time. And if any one of you are watching and you want to get one of these Boss Lady mugs, yes, Jacksonville, I got it right. I was wrong the first time, but I got it right. If you want to get a Boss Lady mug, just head on over to www.cdbdesignsstudio.com/shop, or I have a bit.ly link. It's bit.ly/Boss Lady mug, something like that. I will put the link, the bit.ly link, that will send you directly to get the mug. But essentially, you can go to the shop, www.cdbdesignsstudios.com/shop, and you'll see the shop, and it's there. You can purchase, and for those of you who are in Trinidad and you want to pay with cash, all you have to do is type in a coupon code named PayWise, and you can check out. You just need to go to your nearest lotto booth and pay in cash within 24 hours, or else your order is automatically cancelled. Alright, so if you haven't shared this video already, please share it with a friend. Please share it into a group where there are other entrepreneurs in it. But please share, like, give thumbs up if this makes sense to you. I don't know, where's Jason tonight? He's always up for the tea. He always wants tea. Maybe we need to tag Jason or share this video with Jason. But let me know if you agree. Does this make sense? Is this just a matter of they really being too busy? Do you think people aren't making what they need to make a priority? I would love to hear your thoughts on the topic of busyness. Alright, so that is it for tonight. I don't think I have anything else to mention. So that's it. So I'll see you guys next week. Same place, same time, 9 o'clock. I'll keep you posted on what the topic is. Maybe I'll have tea. I'll dish tea. Or maybe it will just be a very cool, calm session on branding and web design. Who knows? People could be overwhelmed with what they have going on and not have good time management. Yes, I agree. And that's what I said. It's a time management issue. But what was just a little bit of an irk is that after a while, it's not just a matter of being just busy. Like, you know, some people just get so caught up. Like on Instagram, someone said, we get too caught up in glorifying, this glorification of busy. And it's like, I know people get overwhelmed, and I understand. And I think I sent about 3 emails like, I understand. But they weren't understanding that they were keeping back the process, and they were complaining, oh, it's taking too long. But you didn't provide what you needed to provide, and you're constantly saying you're busy, but it's a matter that is not high on your priority list, because I'm sure everything else that you need to get done is getting done, and that's okay. Just be honest with yourself and be honest with who you're working with, and let them know that, hey, I don't have the time right now, let's put this on pause. Or I understand I haven't been given this the time that I needed it to because I'm caught up with X, Y, and Z. But it's not really that you're too busy in the actual sense of busy, because it's just not a priority amongst all of the overwhelm. Yeah. But yeah, it's basically the same thing. Yes, April, I'm in the Spark Lounge. Oh, okay. I can't share this video, so April, if you want, you can share this video for me, but I will share it when I come off if you didn't share it. It's just that on mobile, I can't share videos while I am live. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you keep pushing something back in your business, then it's not a priority to you at this point in time. That's all that I really meant. It's not that I don't acknowledge that people are overwhelmed. It's not that I don't acknowledge that things happen. It's not that I don't acknowledge that it's not like I don't have understanding. I understand, and I said that like about 3 times while working with this. It's like, I understand. I have real patience. Those of you who know me know I have real patience. But at some point, you kind of have to draw the line and be like, hey, you don't have the time. I understand. I just want you to understand that this is not high on the priority list for you. Can we revisit this later, maybe? Or sometimes you just need to make the extra effort as well. Like, make the extra effort. Like, sometimes people don't realize that, hey, this is actually slipping, right? And I really need to get this done. Sometimes you really just have to discipline yourself. Like, hey, I need to get this done, and it's been too long, and I need to get this done now. It happens, right? We blog, we do all these different things, we do all these forms of content marketing, and sometimes it has to get pushed down because clients come first. The client will come first. So even things in my own business has to get pushed down on the priority list. But then after a few weeks, it's like, okay, I really need to get down and do this blog post because this is important. Dion said, sometimes people hate going through the process of getting together their content. Just tell them if you want them to write the content, etc., then will be an additional charge. It's annoying, I know. Yeah, I know, but you give them that option and then they might say, not that they might. I know there are some people for a fact, after they've paid for artwork, they have to pay for printing. They don't want that third charge of paying for content. It all depends on the client, and usually you know your clients and you know who wants to spend money on content. But I'm fully aware of that, and that I know that is an option. But even when you give people that option, you give people the option, like, hey, we can give you this and we can give you that, but it will come at a cost. And I'm like, no, I'll do it myself. And then you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you're waiting. So it's not a matter of that, well, they probably need this service. There are many services that we all need, but sometimes it's just not in the budget. And sometimes people just don't want to spend the additional money to get certain things done. Sometimes it's just natural restrictions in your budget. Okay, so I think that is it. So it's either one of two things. It's either you could spend the time or you could spend the money. As Dion said, spend the money and get someone to write the content for you, or you spend the time. It's your choice. The choice is yours. Alright, so I hope this was helpful to you all, and I hope that it will propel them to do it themselves. It's a way of getting. That is true. Alright, cool. Fair enough. Give the option. So for those of you who are watching, I hope this enlightened you a little bit onto the process of anything that involves handing over content, whether it be web design, a brochure, flyer, or a publication, or a book, whatever it is. Even if it has nothing to do with this realm of business, and it could be any other service provider, and you're telling them, I don't have the time to sit with you right now, and you keep putting them off, but you want them to do the work for you, but they need your input. because it's your business at the end of the day, and they really need your input, because you would not want them to do something and then when they bring it to you, oh, I don't like it, and it's a whole set of things. Like, they really need your input, and please just try to make the time. I know being an entrepreneur is overwhelming, and it takes a lot of discipline, and if you consciously made the decision to hire somebody, be prepared to be available to that person. And if you know you are not ready to commit to being available, then don't hire them yet. So that's what I have to say today. And like I said, I'll be on again. I'll be here every single Tuesday, and you'll get a heads up like a day or 2 or 3 before on what the topic is. Would I be dishing some tea? Would I be speaking branding? Would I be speaking web design? And it will always be at 9 o'clock. Alright, so I think that's it for the comments, and I'm going to sign off now. Take care, everybody, and have a fabulous, fabulous night.